I'm Howie with Newport, and today we're testing out the NK180 Pro at the iconic La Jolla shores. This fishery is known for big yellowtail, white sea bass, halibut. This is really one of the birthplaces of kayak fishing. Never go on reports. Go when you have time to go fishing, and hopefully we can capture a yellowtail today or a nice sea bass, and we'll see what we can do. The one really nice thing about this NK180 Pro is the portability. So I transported it here down to the beach, just in the back of my truck, and the install's really easy and straightforward. So all you got to do is align the pins and then thread this piece on. Make sure you're all tightened down. Before you connect to the power, go ahead and connect the throttle controller. After that, I'm going to take this self-wiping Anderson plug that together. Now the next step is connecting the retract line to the retract bar. In the event I need to reverse out there, I'm going to connect to the reverse lockout, and then all my controls are installed. I'm just using the locking pin, so I'm going to use this in the straight position. If I were to install foot steering, then I would use the provided coated stainless steel cables and connect to the steering triangle and run the steering system up front to the cockpit. So if you have the throttle body powered off and you press mode, that selects between deep cycle and lithium. I'm going to choose lithium since I'm running one of our Bluetooth lithium batteries, and then I'm going to power this on. And especially as I'm going through the surf with the motor, I'm just clipping this carabiner clip right to a D-ring on my life jacket, which is somewhere on the bottom, or somewhere in my body is really the important thing. So I'll clip that right to my life jacket. That way, if I'm ejected from the vessel, the motor shuts down, I can retrieve the kayak, get back in it, and try again. I'm gonna release my transducer, release my rudder. That way, as soon as I get out into the surf, all the pieces of the kayak are usable. So I've already got my Mirage drive in, that's pretty key. Got the bungee in place. Makes it really easy to hop in the kayak and just pedal out. The water stays pretty shallow here for quite a distance, so I'll probably just push out into the surf and get out into waist deep water so I can deploy the motor, and then I'll use it to get the rest of the way out past the surf line. But I'm really noticing a few things about this NK180 Pro compared to the original NK180. And one is the throttle profile. And what I mean by that is you get performance out of the throttle all the way from 0 to 100, really with no diminishing returns. You get that gain in speed and performance from 80% throttle all the way to 100, where you didn't see that much gain in the original motor. The brushless technology built into this motor makes it real quiet. One good thing about the brushless is that there's nothing to go wrong, corrode, or degrade inside the motor. So it's really, truly, virtually maintenance free in freshwater and saltwater. One thing I really see as a benefit to this NK180 Pro is its capability at a low speed. So if you're trolling either live bait, or say you're in a trout setting, freshwater trout setting, and you need that real consistent, slow 2-mile-an-hour troll, you're gonna be able to achieve that with a low throttle percentage. You get all the way down to 1%, which doesn't push you too fast at all, but you can really fine tune the speed on your watercraft, which is huge for a trolling application. I'm gonna keep mobile just a little, like, just kind of be ready to drop.
Oh yeah, maybe get some good bass fishing for a second here would be fun.
there's like a bunch of followers. This is cool fishing, actually. Thing hammered that thing. Little bass chasing these schools of anchovy around and just hammering the little slow pitch jig. It's a little 60-gram assassin jig. And things are lit up. There's a bunch of followers with them. That was a prime example that NK180 Pro was able to chase down the birds moving pretty fast, and so I was able to get right on a spot of bird that was actively feeding, flip my jig in there, and it was instant bite. Some updates other than the throttle profile to the NK180 Pro is a little tiny bit bigger prop, and it's been optimized for speed and efficiency. So you're gonna see a little greater efficiency, a little more top end speed out of this motor. We also have updated the colorway. So we have that rich Newport green prop now, and we have the product logo on the retract bar. So you can recognize the model when the motor's down and deployed and working. And then we've also updated the throttle control box. We've increased the waterproofness and the durability of that throttle control box. I think it's going to hold up great over time. And we've updated the mounting method to a pin style instead of the drop-in slot. And this just secures your investment and makes sure that in the event of a capsize or the clamp coming loose or something, you won't run into that issue anymore. To learn more about the NK180 Pro or to purchase the product, visit newportvessels.com.